wrapping paper. Old wrapping paper. Another one of my favorite things to use in a junk journal. Let's go. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today I'm using wrapping paper, gift wrap. This was 65 cents. It's wedding paper, American Greetings. I can't even tell you how long I have had this, but I think it's really pretty, and I think it's going to be fun to use. I have to make a tag, but I do want to show you that while I was watching the premiere, I went ahead and cut out some of the roses, some of the butterflies. That's going to give me some things that I can use on other items. The other thing that I did do was I took 2 pages of Patreon stamps. So that's 2 pages of Dear Julie Julie digitals, and I put them onto book pages, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut around them and actually make stamps out of all of these so that I have these to use. Okay, so they're going to be like this, okay, and I'll have stamps. So and look how good they're going to look with the pages from the journal that I am using. I just love how this is going together. But today we have to make a tag. The base has to be out of wrapping paper. So I am going to go ahead and cut out a piece of the wrapping paper here. We'll just go right along here. I just need to get it out of this block. Okay, now my base for my tag, and it can be any kind of tag, because I just put tag on my choices. And I'm going to put my wrapping paper back in my thing here. Okay, so I have this as my base. This side is straight, or should be. So if I use that side as my cutting, actually this should be straight also, right? Should be. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like it's straight. Okay. So I'm going to turn this over and come along, and we'll cut this straight. And then I'll save that because that's a strip of paper, and there's already been a couple times that I wish I had a strip of paper. So then we're going to go ahead and lay this down and cut it. So I am straight all the way around. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of a measurement. I'm 9 3/4 by 9 1/4. Okay, so almost a square of wrapping paper. And so could do 3 3-inch pieces. Got a giant best wishes right in the middle. Okay, so if I go ahead and I'm gonna come over here, go 1 2 3, and I can fold it, and because we cleaned up the edges, should be able to fold it just like that. We're here every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Join us in our live chat. Okay. And then if I bring this one all the way back in, okay. Okay. that. You could go ahead and line it up. Okay, that's what I was looking at. I was like, can it be lined up? Yeah, but it's going to have to go way over. So we're not going to line it up. I'm just going to go ahead and go with this. Okay, so that one will go in. That one will go over. That gives us this, which I actually really like. Okay, and if we come up with this, okay, so we'll have, okay, and I want to be within 7 inches, so I can go down to 12. Actually, I can be a little bigger because this journal is a little bit bigger. Okay. Pull it over. Put it down. Okay. Okay. So this is my base. I want to make this a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can use book pages anywhere that you think you need a typed book page. Okay, it can be from any kind of book, but it needs to be a typed book page. And so I'm going to put this in here because I just think this needs something a little, it needs some stability. Okay, so yeah, so remember that with your wrapping paper, your wallpaper, your books, your different things, you can also cut the images out and use the images in places around your journal. I'm going to use the glue stick because it shouldn't bubble or anything. And I'm going to put that down over this piece here. Okay. So right in the middle, and that's going to help. What was happening is I had a fold happening, and I think that will help with the fold. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and yeah, that helps. Okay, so, okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add that. Okay, so I want to keep this one. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and cut this first little pocket. And to start with, I'm going to cut it between like 3/8 of an inch. Okay. And I'm going to cut and do this at 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to go into the center over here. Okay. Then I've got this that I can put aside. Okay, so this piece I want to go ahead and take over and lay down. But first, I'm going to go ahead and fold this across this little piece, okay? And I'm going to glue that, okay? So I'm going to glue my little 3/8 of an inch piece here, and that's going to give me a finished bottom right there. Okay, Then I'm going to come over and I'm going to put glue on this whole piece here, okay, leaving this little box down here at the bottom right-hand corner. So if I numbered these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this would be the number 6 box. Okay, I'm going to take that over and lay it down. Okay, and of course I'm making a tag with a job. Okay, so then I want to get this practiced over here. Okay, so that's going to come around there. We've got this little piece and it is going to come up. Okay, it is going to come up and it's going to go around right here. Okay, so it will have glue here, and you can add glue on this side over here also. I think I will add some tape here because we can use tape, not washi tape though, okay? But we're going to go ahead and I can go ahead and glue that down, come over, and I'm going to grab a little bit of the drywall tape. I think that will be awesome. Okay, so remember, this is just junk and things you find around your house. This is drywall tape. And in 2023, it was my favorite new product to use. Okay, you've got a backing you're going to be able to use. You've got this amazing piece right here that we're going to be able to use and bring it around. It just makes the coolest embellishment. Okay, so I have my wrapping paper base. Now I can have this be where it opens. Okay, so I could leave it so that it opens. I had to cut this. Okay, so I can leave that so it opens, or it can have a little pocket back here. And if I do the little pocket back there, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down. That's just going to give me some more strength. Make it sturdy. And there we go. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and add a line of glue here. Come over, add a line of glue over here. Put those down. And I've got it tagged with a job. It's actually got two jobs. It has a pocket here. Okay, and it has a little pocket here on the front. Just a little pocket. Now, I do want it to actually look like a tag, and I still haven't cleaned up this area over here to find my little goodie from Spectrum Art Creations, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm hoping that the other one that I ordered comes this week. Apparently, I missed paying for an order, and it showed up. Yeah. Anyway, it should be here someday. Someday it'll be here. Okay, so that side's all nice and glued down. This side, I might want to add some glue there. But now I've got this pocket. It has a little place here. It has a big place here. And we've added some tape. Now I'm going to get in another piece of digital. This is a Patreon digital. It's the menu borders digital from a few years ago. And so if you are a Dear Julie Patreon, depending on your tier, depending on your tier, you might have access to this. But then you have access to this in all different colors also, because I used it as a welcome gift in 2023. So yeah, so I think the other thing is I need to stencil and I need to use trash. So I have this and then, or something from my kit, and I think I can use this. So I'm going to go ahead and stencil this, and we'll pull out that green that it's kind of a, what is it called? Old paper is what it's called. It's kind of green, but it's kind of old paper looking also. But this way I've got a stencil, okay, that I can use. And by using it while the tape's still on the other side, you guys, it works really, really, really good. Okay, so that'll give me some color on here. I'm also going to do this one next to it because I think this is the one I was supposed to use. Oh, you know what? I had an idea for this one. I thought we'd go ahead and use the cardboard. Yeah. So I'm going to use the cardboard. Let me grab my book. Okay. So there. Using the cardboard. Putting it down. And hopefully we have lines. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and add some of the dots. So lines and dots we'll have on this one. Okay, so now I do want to darken it as well. So you get to use ink this time. And so I'm just going to go around the outside. This is brushed corduroy. It's going to give me that distressed look. And technically we just used a stamp that we made out of cardboard, and we used a stencil that we made out of the tape. Okay, so where did my little card that we're making, my tag? There it is. Okay. So I wanted this to go onto the outside of this, or okay. Let's see, should I rip it? I could go to the inside. Okay, so we'll go around the label and we'll go down and we'll go to the inside of the line. Might be interesting. Folding this over, we have a little more control. I just don't think I want the black line. So holding it with my left hand and tearing with my right. So this is a Dear Julie digital. It just came out of the Dear Julie Patreon. and that is our subscription service. So each tier has access to different things during the month, and so if you want more information about that, let me know. Okay, so we're going to add that here. So starting using this page, I'll use this whole page somewhere in this journal, so I get to count this page as one of my 12 Dear Julie digitals. If you don't know what I'm talking, this is for the January Just Junk Journal Challenge 2024 here on the Dear Julie channel. And so making a journal using just junk and items from around your house. And so yeah, so there's that. So now I'm going to go and grab the towel. Okay, and I'm going to grab a green and white striped and a green piece. Okay, so we'll have a green and white striped piece that I'm going to rip, and I'll be able to take things from, and I'll have this. So this is my linen. I chose a kitchen towel, so that's what we're using. I had taken a piece off of it. Oh, I like this. Okay, so we're going to use some of that, and we'll go ahead and give it a hole up here. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so our wrapping paper is our base, and now we have to add 3 things from our, I think we need 2 pieces of that in there. I hope I can get 2 pieces. So this is going to be a journal that I'm going to keep. So, you know, as a gardener, we don't, I've said it before, we don't just plant the things in March, we plan. And so I need a new garden journal planner thingy. And so that's what I am making using just junk. And I did do that before, and I found the playlist for it. It's in the description box down below if you want to watch how I made the garden journal that I used for 4 years. I believe I used it 20, 21, 22, and 23. And it was fabulous. It was amazing. It was a great journal. Okay, so technically I've used cardboard, but we'll go ahead and add some other things to this. So, you know what we haven't used in a while, and I was reminded in my journal that I got from Mary Kay, and that is fluffy flowers. So I'm going to look at my list here and see what other things I can use. I can use junk mail. That's what we're going to do. We're going to come over and grab a junk mail envelope, deconstruct it. You need black and white paper for Halloween or for something. You can use your deconstructed envelopes that have black paper. I like this one because it kind of looks gardeny on the inside here, and I'm going to come and use from this page. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see how many we get. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll do fluffy flowers that have 4 flowers each. And now for this, I usually like to use tacky glue, but I think we'll go ahead and we'll use my multi-X, okay? So I need those to come over here. I need a little something to go ahead and make a puddle on. I think we'll grab a piece of this. Okay. I did sleep last night. Yay! Hooray for sleep. Holy moly, that not sleeping stuff is really dumb. Okay, this is really long, but I don't see my skewer, so I'm going to use this this needle here. Actually, I can use a paintbrush because we can use things. Yeah, we'll use a paintbrush. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my flower and grab this and put it around. Okay, you know what? It's been a long time. Let's start with one. Okay, we'll start with this one. Put a dot, then we take this one and we wrap it around that and then put it down on that. Okay, and then we take this one, grab some glue, pick it up, and we use the glue. It's going to help get it fluffy, but at the same time it helps stick it to the inside of the next one if it doesn't stick to my finger. Okay, so there's that. I'll do one more. Okay, and then we can use sequins. That was on our supply list of things that we can use. So I can come back, and this is a glue that should take for a, here we go. I've got this batch of, sequins. And what should we use? I'm using yellow and green. Oh, I like the green. The green reminds me of my mom. Yellow was her favorite color, but for the last 10 years, she wore all of her accessories and everything were this bright green color. So most people thought that that was her favorite color. Most people thought roses were her favorite flower because she grew roses, but they were not. Her favorite flower was jonquils. She actually had jonquils in her wedding bouquet. She got married in March. Okay. So here we're going to put the beginning dot down. Then we'll come over and grab the next one and fluff it around the end and put it down. Grab the next one. So this is from a set of punches that I got from Target many years ago, probably 10, 12 years ago. And I use the one, it was, like I said, it was a set of 2. This one I use for fluffy flowers, and then the other one I use for poinsettias at Christmas time. Little poinsettias that I like to make. Okay, so there, I've got a sequin in there. Okay, so I've got a set of fluffy flowers, and I've introduced the little green sequin into my journal now. Okay, so I think a good place to put this is so we used privacy envelope or junk mail for this, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on it, put it over here on the side, put some glue on it, and we'll put this one up here. Okay. Our tag with a job. Okay, so we've used the towel and the junk mail. Now for the other piece, I think we're going to go, and just like we did before, we're going to use the coloring book. Okay. And I'm going to put something. Okay, I want to use one of the these little pages. One of the little pages. Ooh, I like this one that has the watering can. Okay, so I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to cut right up the middle. Actually, I'm going to cut these off. I won't be able to use those. We'll come over here and over here. And so again, if you didn't know, this was one of my mom's coloring books. And she actually did color in it. I do not color in coloring books, except for with my grandkids. I don't like coloring in the lines. So, okay, so that can go right there. We'll go ahead and do the old rip around it. It has a cute little watering can that's watering down to a bunch of flowers. I think that will be cute, and it's kind of a theme that I have going on using this coloring book in this journal. Okay, so there, and then I can just put it on there. Covering the peacock side, but that's okay. That's the one thing when things are double-sided, it's like, oh, am I using the best side? Yeah, for this I'm using the best side. Okay. Okay, and then I could go ahead and use those words again. I like this that says 2 songbirds, 1 cat. Oh my gosh, I need to save that one now. So 2 dragonflies, 1 butterfly, 1 ladybug. And what we did last time is we just went ahead and cut it out. Okay, but I think I'm gonna rip this side, and we'll cut it. Okay, so coloring book, junk mail. Okay, we'll put it like this because you can still go in there and find those things, you know, if you're bored. You can go ahead and go in there and find those things. Okay, so I've used my 3 items. And I am going to have to fill both of these places with things, and that will be fine. So I'll have to make something to go in here, and I'll have to make something to go in here. But there is my tag made out of wrapping paper. I added the fluffy tassel top here from the towel. I have fluffy flowers, one of my favorite things that we just haven't made in a while. And we did use the tape to help hold this pocket down. I did use a stencil, and I made a stamp out of the cardboard that I'll be using that. And so there's some journaling space there. I really like that tag. I think that that is a lot of fun. And so another wrapping paper idea would obviously be to make a paper or a page out of your wrapping paper. Let's put these where they go. And so one of the things that I want to do, actually there's a couple things I want to do. I have chosen from the Faraway kit. I have, let's go ahead, we'll pull out this whole stack. So the Faraway digital kit is what I'm going to be using. I just love the colors in here. And then I also have the Faraway coffee and tea kit. So I might use some of that just because it was here. Okay, so this is Faraway coffee and tea. And so I think I might go ahead and pull one of those out. And then this one that is journaling pages. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and these are going to be a little bit smaller than, remember I have my template. You see how good that's going to look with that? But these will be a little smaller, but I'll have these throughout the journal to take up that space. And so adding wrapping paper here, I think, is going to be a fun and easy way to use some of the wrapping paper to add that into the journal. This is not a required part. This is just something I want to do to make sure that the journal is all cohesive. Okay. So I'm going to go with, we can go with the piece like we did before, but what we can do is continue this. No, we'll go ahead and start with a new one. Okay, so we'll be, that way we've got an edge, a straight edge. I want to make sure I have a straight edge. Okay, so that isn't quite big enough. So we're going to have to spin it around to the next page or to the next side. And yeah, I'll go ahead and cut two. Okay. This is so much easier to do when you don't have to worry about filming and all that. Okay, I'm just going to cut that. Gives me those two pieces. I want to fold this back up because I want to keep it nice. I mean, after all, I've had it for all these years. Okay. There's that. Got it all nice and folded up, and it can go right there by the napkins. Okay, so got a little piece and I've got a big piece. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that, yeah, if I put this down, it's going to go all the way to the edge. Put my postal scissors back up. Put these back up there. And we're going to add glue onto here. Okay, glue all the way to the edges. And then the middle. Around the edges one more time. Whoop. And this dries quickly, so, well, we're just going to go with it. Okay. Bring this over. Lay it down. Okay. That part is good. Pull this apart because we want this to not show up like a crease so much. And I have covered the back of a full Dear Julie and Dear Julie Julie page. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a flap over here. Okay, so it will come along there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this in to whatever it does to bring it into the center of this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue around the edge of this. So I'm adding a flap or flip-flop flappy thing here is what I'm doing, because I don't want to have scraps, but I do want to be mindful of what I'm making. I don't want to just throw it together, so we'll go with that. Okay. Okay, so that will flip in. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I am cutting the white line off because it gives me a chance to cut the white line off. Okay. We'll come over to this side. Okay. That gives me that. This go like that. Okay, so using wrapping paper to cover. Now remember, this page can actually be wider. And so I think what I'm going to do over here is clean this up. Okay, and then fold this over. Okay, it's going to make that page a little bit longer and cover up the white space. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I have my first page ready for the journal, and I've chosen to put wallpaper or wrapping paper on here, and that will match my tag. I have a flip over here that I'm going to be able to add a flip flop if I want to. I do have how would this look? I think we'll do this. It goes with what we've been doing already. Okay. There we go. I like that. And I like it better than this other thing would have been. So okay, now I'm gonna find a place where it will start. So tape. My favorite product, my favorite new product that I started using in 2023. Product of the year, drywall tape. Self-adhesive. Okay, go like this. Try and make sure that we're straight. Stay in the straight. Okay, there's that, like that. And we'll be able to add, you know what? Let's add from Dad's. Put that there. There's Dad's. Okay. Of course, this is a place that I could have used a straight lined paper. How about map? We'll use a map. Okay, map. I'll find one that is pretty plain. Huh. For some reason, we have those are stapled together. Beaumont, Banning, Eden Hot Springs. Okay. Desert Hot Springs. Okay, we'll put those back. Okay. I am gonna, so this is a Thomas guide. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Okay, I like those blue lines. So we're going to turn this into a flip flop, which is one of my favorite things to do. And the way that we do that is we fold it, okay, and then we come back and we fold it between 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch. I think the colors in the Thomas guide are going to work perfect with this. Then we're going to go ahead and fold it back. Then we're going to come and put glue along the line. Okay, so we'll put glue along this line. Okay, take it, line it up in the insert there. And I have added some extra journaling space right there, even though it's in there upside down. Oh well. Okay, so making a page out of the this, and then what can we, what can you put on a page? Well, we have the pockets that we made that are going to need a home, and so this one could go on here. Okay, and you'd have 1, 2, 3 pockets. So that's a possibility. These are the ones that we made out of junk mail. Oh, I think this one. I think we're going to put this one in right here. And we'll leave a spot here. I love pockets, and I cannot lie. So, yeah, so there you go. Go around. So I have a pocket and a tuck. Okay. So yeah, so this was our wallpaper video, wallpaper ideas. And so the other thing is that we did go ahead and we did cut out some pieces of the wallpaper, and we can go ahead and also add that in to the journal. You know what, I think we'll put it right here. Okay, so using the pieces that we've cut, and they can become embellishment to help with the cohesiveness of the journal. Now, of course, if you just want to make a journal where you're throwing things in and throwing them together, you know, that's okay. That's not how I like to do it. I like things to look like they were on purpose, even if it's made out of junk. So here's one of the butterflies that I had cut out. There we go. Okay, so there's that. And then if you remember, on this, I said it needed something. And so, I mean, it could be, this could be what we put on here. I kind of like the idea of this one because it's different color, or even this possibly, or both. This and, yeah, I like both of them. Okay, so you know, the little extra sometimes is the thing. Yeah, I know. That's why I end up with the chunky monkey gator mouth journals, because I like to add all the things. You know, I do. There we go. Kind of don't think it needs to have the whole piece on there. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And thinking that eventually if I find a word or something to go on here, or you know, a little something to go on here, I think that that'll be cool. But I have a pocket and a tuck that we've added, and I really like that. So wallpaper used as a page, and then we've added a flip-flop here for some extra journaling or even planning or drawing space. We used a page, a full page, and I'm going to just go ahead and write that down here. Dear Julie Digitals. One full page, and then we're working on a couple of others. So, but we used one full page. I need to use 12. So, yeah, so we've got that. We have our template page so that you get an idea of the size of the journal. I think this is going to be such a great size for a garden journal. I'm really excited about that size. I'm really excited about that size. I'm like, you know, this could go right here. I think it's going to go right there. Okay, so this is going to go in, and I'm going to go ahead, and I have that pocket back here, so we're going to go ahead and put the glue on the whole pocket all the way around, and here. Okay, so that'll close off this back pocket. So we will have 3 pockets here. Okay, and how am I going to get that? I want that to cover that, to cover that, to cover that. Look at that. It fits perfect and covers all the things. Okay. Okay, so this was my pocket from the first day. There's a pocket here, and a pocket in the back. It's our Zorro pocket. And so that was my embellishment number 1, using a privacy envelope, napkin, coloring book, and the towel as my linen. Okay, so there's that. So I think what's going to happen is this is going to need to get turned. Okay, so I'm turning that. That way you see that. And then this will be towards the back of this signature. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, so wallpaper. We have our wallpaper. We have our wallpaper tag. And this can come and go into our pocket. Right like that. Okay, it can just go live there. So wallpaper, or wrapping paper tag, and we made it. It has a job. It actually has 2 jobs. It has a pocket here, and it has a pocket here with journaling space here. I used the drywall tape as a stencil and stenciled the dots. I used the cardboard inside to make my lines, and I used the coloring book, one of the pages from the back of the coloring book, and then I used junk mail to make my fluffy flowers. And then up here we have some of the towel for the fluff at the top. Okay, so two elements done. My tag and my Zorro pocket are my first 2 items. Tag using wrapping paper, Zorro pocket using junk mail. This is for the January Just Junk Journal Challenge 2024. So I hope you will look into that. That is a challenge we do here. It is our 64th challenge here on the Dear Julie channel. Our challenges include a party And they include a digital as prizes for those that finish. So yeah, so finish and join us at the VIP. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. The digitals are all available in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. And there are links to the playlist for the last several Just Junk Journal challenges that we had in January. Check that out in the description box down below. The details for the challenge are also down there. So have an amazing day. Bye. Bye-bye.